Hey guys, what's up? Otaku Mike here, doing another manga first impressions video. And today we're looking at something very special. I've been really looking forward to this ever since it got announced by Seven Seas. It's an isekai. It's based on a light novel, and we are talking about Skeleton Knight in Another World. I've been looking forward to this for such a long time, and I'm so excited to finally get to read it. So our story starts out with our main protagonist waking up in a suit of armor, and he's like, "What's going on? What the hell? Why am I in the armor from the character that I play in my game? Like what's going on?" And so he tries to get his bearings, and he's like, "Okay, let's see what I can do." And he tests out his powers and whatnot, which is really cool and actually really, really funny. There's this one part where he tries to teleport, and he teleports off a cliff, and he falls down, which was fucking hysterical. And then he's like, okay, this and that, he's talking about the game and whatnot and how it works, which goes actually pretty smoothly. He goes to get a drink of water, and he takes off his helmet, and he's like, oh crap. He forgot that he had a skeleton skin on in the game, which makes him look like a skeleton in this world version of the game. So he's not really sure if he's in the game or in the world, but it seems like he's in a world, a reality of the game, basically. That's what it seems like right now. And so he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna, lay low. And then out of nowhere, he hears these women, and they're getting attacked by bandits. He goes and saves them, and they're like, oh, thank you so much, thank you. Well, he just takes them out. He's like, whoosh, you're dead, basically. And he like raids their bodies and whatnot, which is pretty hysterical. He starts, saying, okay, I'm gonna lay low, I need to make some money, what do I need to do? He goes to the mercenaries guild and tries to be a mercenary. He has to do these 3 tasks, which he goes and he does, comes back. He does the job and gets his mercenary license. And one thing that's actually pretty funny, he comes up with a backstory for his character in this world. He's like, well, I'm a mercenary, I'm a traveling mercenary, and I got turned into a skeleton, and I'm trying to find out what's going on, because usually he wears his helmet so nobody sees what he looks like. He doesn't want to scare anybody and make people think that he's a monster and, have trouble happen, people trying to attack him and whatnot. But it's really funny to see him trying to interact within this world and trying to basically survive and adapt and basically like lay low for a while, which is funny. He doesn't like go in guns a blazing really. And so he's like, okay, I want to do like a really big, awesome like mission. And so like we don't have any of those like big like mission or quests. He's like, okay, what do you got? And they're like, we have this herb. Go collect these herbs. And he's like, okay, I'll go collect the herbs. And so he goes off and collects the herbs and whatnot, which that whole chapter is really fun. And you get to see a little bit about more about his tender side, because he helps this little girl collect the herbs and whatnot. And they get attacked by monsters, and he kills the monsters. And it comes to find out all of these things that have happened, like the monster and the attack on the girls at the beginning, have this guy who is in charge of the city. He's like okay, so I might butcher this name. They call him the Marquince Triton du Dinto. That's his name. He's like this big, high-ranking official. He's like, yeah, I put these monsters out there and whatnot. I try to kidnap this girl who's her family is well established and whatnot. And they're also trying to capture and sell elves on the side. And he gets his kid to go do that. We don't know about this, or Skeleton Knight doesn't know about this, or Ark. His name's Ark. He doesn't know about this. This is something you learn a little later on. And so Ark meets an elf, and he's like, "Stay back, that's our don't be in any elf business." He's like, "Okay, that's fine, He finds out about the slavery and whatnot, so he tries to go and help the elves out of slavery. He's about to go help and save these elves, and this awesome kick-ass elf just comes out of nowhere and just like slaughters these guys. Like, look at that. That's cool. That is just so cool. And she, and this and that, and he comes out and he helps. And he's like, she's like, oh, thank you so much, and whatnot, which is really cool. And prior to that, he finds the spirit animal, which is pretty funny. This cute little spirit fox guy. That's cute. He has a cute little companion, their sidekick, and they're like, oh, like you must be a special kind of human if you have this fox creature. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool, And she kind of enlists his help to go save the elves, which that's kind of where our book ends at that point. He goes to help the elves. This book is actually a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. We get a lot of world building within the first volume of the book, which I really enjoyed, and I'm actually really curious to see. Here's some more of the artwork to see what happens when, and here's some of the action scenes when the story gets really picking up, because a lot of this was world building, but it was really good, fun world building. I didn't feel bogged down when reading this first volume. There was a lot of information thrown at me, but I didn't feel like it was information overload. I liked the character of Ark, the Skeleton Knight. Whenever he would talk, I felt like he was talking like a real, regal, almost like Dudley Do-Right voice, yes, I will help you, type of thing. Because he's really a goody-goody kind of guy. He wants to help people and whatnot, and that was going through my head every time I read I read a chapter of this. I thought it was a lot of fun. It's a little interesting because they just throw you into the thick of things. They don't really explain how we got there. And whatnot. He learns pretty on in the manga that he's not in the game. He's in a version of the game, but it's an actual world, which is pretty cool. They didn't go with, oh, he's in a game, But one thing that's cool that you get a short chapter called My Secret with Ark, which that's pretty fun to read. And then you get the Ponta's Grand Adventure. It's like a little short. Ponta is the little fox demon guy. So I'm really, really interested to see where this story will go and where the adventures will take this seemingly overpowered skeleton warrior. Because he's not really interested in he doesn't seem like he's interested in trying to get out of this world. He's just like, sure, I'll live in this world. Let's do it. Let's have some fun, basically, Which I thought was, funny. Maybe we'll get some of his backstory later on, how he got into this world and whatnot. But only time will tell. But yeah, it's a really fun, easy read. The action's nice. The artwork is actually really nice and detailed. They get into a lot of the world building, which is involved in the manga. They if you don't know, I guess one downside would be is if you don't know a lot about MMORPGs, you might not follow some of the lingo that is brought up in Skeleton Knight. That's probably one of the only downsides. But if you know a lot about gaming and RPGs in general, you'll have a lot of fun with this book. It's a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to read the next volume of Skeleton Knight. This is going to be probably one of my must-read books of 2019. It's fun, it's quirky, and it's you get attached to the characters. It's even though you only see some of the characters like in a couple chapters, I got attached to Skeleton Knight, or the little girl that he helped, Marka and whatnot. And, you meet the elf warrior. I forgot what her name was actually. I think it's like Arena or something like that. I can't remember what her name is. I should remember, but I just read this, but I can't remember. Anyways, go check this out if you're interested in getting into an isekai. It's a lot of fun. Go try something new. Thank you for watching. Comment down below if you're interested in Skeleton Knight, or if you want to recommend any other isekais to me. I'm Otaku Mike. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.